Mimi makers, happy Thursday. Happy Halloween for those of you who are partaking in this tradition. I know my kids are very excited. They were super excited to get their costumes on since they're allowed to wear them at school. Gets a little bit more use out of them. But for today, you and I are going to look at other fun things that are not Halloween related because why not? We have lots of cozy new things that are coming into the Mimi shop tomorrow. So you definitely want to see this. And I'm realizing that as I'm touching the table, I keep shaking the camera. So I'm trying to not do that. If there's a little bit of disturbance there, it's because I'm rocking the boat here. I'm going to give everybody a moment to settle in. Maybe grab a glass of water, some coffee, tea, whatever it is you like to enjoy on a lovely morning like this. It's really warm here. So me wearing this, I'm already sweating. Like here in Ottawa, I left the house this morning at 21 degrees Celsius. It's insane. For an October, for like October 31st, 21 degrees Celsius, it is so warm. I just want to wear my cozy sweaters. I'm okay with it being colder because I like sweater weather. I like it, but don't judge me. Zell's here. Hi. And everybody, feel free to leave some comments or ask some questions as we're doing this live, or even if you're watching this recorded, you can still comment on this video, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're watching this, and I will try to respond as soon as possible because there are some really, really amazing things this week. I am going to start. Where am I going to start? I'm going to start with what I'm wearing. So some of you may have noticed some really cozy things coming in. So this is one of the jackets that Hisai made last year. And the sweater is the one that Hisai made this year. I might have to just take it. Oh no, my goodness, Hisai's watching this. She's watching it. I just told you guys that I'm going to take it home and just not tell her. I was going to not tell her, but I guess she knows now. I like this outfit. So it's mine now. I mean, I think it looks really good. No, just kidding. I will share it with her. We're like sisters. We share things. Things are just shorter on me. All right, so what I'm wearing, actually I can't start with what I'm wearing because I have to start top down because there's so many cozy things, and like I had to put everything in this big bin because the cozy things are so massive and they take up so much space. So I'm just going to go top down. Like look at the bin of coziness over here. So I'm going to start with this one. Let's do cozy number one. And there's two colors of this one, but I'm only going to show you one because look at how big this is. I can barely carry this. This is big and heavy and it's squishy, and it's one of the new teddy fleeces. So now this is a poly fleece, which means it's really, really warm. It's super insulating. So if you're looking for something that is super cute, but also really warm, especially when it dips, below the -20 or -30, depending on where you are. If you're like in Saskatchewan, even colder than that, then you might want to get some of this. Or even as a lining, this would be really nice. So it's smooth on this side. Just going to show you. Smooth on this side, still soft, like it's not scratchy or anything. And then this side is like a teddy fur. So it has a higher pile to it. And then it's like they shaved this chevron pattern into it. So this is the natural sandy color, and then we have a charcoal. And look at this. This has a lot of stretch to it. So this is really amazing. It is, let me look at let's see if I can find the fiber composition right now. It is, well, 100% polyester. There you go. That's where the springiness comes in. So super springy, two-way stretch. So really great for some cute sweaters, hoodies, or like as a lining for mittens or like booties, things like that. This is amazing. So there's two colors of this, sand color and the charcoal. Let me get this cozy thing out of the way so that I can get to cozy number two. And because I called dibs on some other fabrics before, I'm going to give everyone a day to call dibs on this one because I really wanted this, but then I don't have any sewing time in the foreseeable week because life. So I'm gonna give you, I'm going to give you a chance to snatch up some of this because this one is only an 8-meter bolt. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why they sent me a short bolt of this because I absolutely adore this. So again, a poly fleece, and this is a boucle style teddy. So boucle, you get like these little curly hairs, and this one is a 3D pattern. So you have the darker color on here is the little boucle curls, and then the lighter color, which makes that that leopard pattern, is like fuzzy hairs, and that is all knitted into it. So again, we have a really good amount of stretch. So I was thinking of just doing an Alex half zip hoodie. Again, I'll give you the weekend. If on Monday there's still some left, because the Alex half zip hoodie, so it says that I need 2.5 meters, but because I wouldn't make the facing, there's like a big facing on the front and the pockets. I wouldn't make the facing out of this. I would just choose a sand colored soft sweat or French terry. So I think that I would only need 2 meters. I don't think you need 2.5. So 2 meters should be sufficient. Again, because I think like the facings and everything, I would make out of something else. So you do the math on an 8-meter bolt. If I'm going to need 2 meters, there's not much left for you guys. So I will give you the weekend. If there's any left on Monday, this will be mine because this is right up my alley. Like, you know me, like I just love the leopards. It's such a good one. So this is the super cuddly leopard boucle. All right, now I can get to cozy number 1. I'm going to actually take off this jacket for that so that I can show you. So this is the new, even heavier sweat. Totally forgot about this. Like we ordered this when we were at the fabric show in Germany this past spring, which was in March. And it's so nice when I forget about these things. It's like I get to rediscover all of these. So remember how we had Jack's just like 2 weeks ago, which was like the heaviest to date that we had. Now this Hanni is even heavier. So Hanni being Hanni. So that's the German Hanni. It's a name. Hanni, and then the ribbing Nanni, and only if there are any German viewers, you'll get the reference. Hanni and Nanni. That was they're like 2 girlfriends, and they it's like a teen comic series, I guess. So Hanni and Nanni, they just go together. So this sweater that Hisai made, this is the Mile End, and now I wish that you could see all that contrast. So there's you can see she did all of this beautiful top stitching with her applaud creative cover stitch. Actually, I'm going to show this to you on the pants, because she made the pants too, which are the plateau jogger. So she did all of this top stitching on all of her seams, and this is what the applaud creative cover stitch does. So it has that that dual wiper system to do that. That's the top, and then the inside you still have your looper. And I did a little reel on it on our Instagram. So hi Denise, you did make it. So so do, like, if you want to see like how that was put on and how you want to see the applaud in action, then definitely do look at this, because this is a size a number 8 decorative thread. So this is not a thread that you could put in the needle of any of your machines because it's too heavy, but the applaud creative cover stitch, it just goes through the top. It has like a special place where it goes, so you can take some really heavy threads. If you do not have an applaud creative cover stitch, but you want to do something similar to that, if you have another cover stitch machine, you can put it in your looper. So this, the number 8 Madeira glamour thread is classified as a serger thread, but a serger thread for loopers. So if you have a serger, you could still make a rolled hem with it. So if you did a rolled hem, you can still put this in your loopers and you'll get the sparkles. So I think there's like 10 colors. I just brought a couple. So this one, and you'd need 2 spools for this one that she did. Hang on, 2 spools. So that was this color. You can see there's, what I like about this, it's not a full glitter thread, because the full glitters, they're usually like just a metallic filament, and they just bend differently, and it's a little bit harder to work with. So this one still has, like, if you can see that, it still has the base of a, it's not, come on, it still has the base of a polyester thread, and then there's like one glitter thread usually wrapped around it. So this was the color that she used, which is color Rose 2413. Was it 2413? Yes, it looks like 2413. And I just listed all of these, so you would be able to find them under the threads. And then there's like Glamour number 8. It's somewhere in there. And then this one's really fun. This one is like, it has a black base, but then it has rainbow. I think this one's Mermaid. So it has like all of these, yeah, it's Mermaid 2590. Then there's this festive one right here. So it's a black base with a red. So this would be Ruby 2415. This one, I didn't bring all of them. This one's really cool. The Prism Black, and this does not show so well here. But so depending on how the light refracts, like right now, this looks more like teal. And then the outside shimmers in a purple. So it kind of, the Prism, it changes color with the light. So this one is the Prism Black 2500. And then I just wanted to show this one. This is the Brocade 2584. So the Brocade is a black with a mix of silver and copper, or silver and gold. There's also one all silver, and it doesn't want to do it, but you get the idea. So these are really, really fun decorative threads. You can also use them for hand embroidery. They're the same. So if you're looking at number 8, it's the equivalent of a number 8 pearl cotton, for example. Yeah, let's get back to the fabric. So you can see, as I am moving, this is a heavier weight sweat fabric. It almost reminds me of like behaving like a scuba. So it has like more of that stiffness and boxiness, and I really love it. It is so warm. It is brushed, so you can see after one wash. So there will be a lot of the fluff still coming out for a couple of washes. So do be aware of that. It doesn't change the thickness or the outside of the fabric. The outside is smooth, but the inside, because it's like super brushed, that will have to settle in with wear. And it's so nice. And then on this one, I wanted to show this as well. So she did this one on her elastic. She also did that with the creative cover stitch, which is one thread and one wiper. I don't know if you can see this. So it just creates this little squiggly line. So this fabric also has its own ribbing. So I'm just going to show you. It is a heavier weight ribbing, even though it's still smooth. First of all, look how wide this is. This is probably the widest ribbing that we now have in stock. I think it is, if I could find a card. So it'll tell you in the product, but usually our ribbings are like half of that. They're like, the bolts are about this big. So you get a lot more ribbing, but it's also really heavy. I think it's almost 400 GSM, something like that. Again, still smooth, but I think what they did is they just used a thicker thread, or maybe they doubled it up. I don't know what it is, but so still like really stretchy, but it just matches. Like when you put that on, it just has like that nice weight to it, matching that heaviness of this. So do be aware that this is a really heavy, super wide ribbing. So you get like, you're probably gonna just need half a meter for a lot of projects. I think for the pants and the top, she just used half a meter. And we did discover also that in the sweater pattern, in the Myland, it does not call for ribbing, so they just say fabric. I just think that doing this neckline with a heavy fabric like this, I don't think this is going to, like, it's going to look really bulky, and you'll probably get gaping. And the same with the cuffs. So we did change that for the ribbing. So I highly encourage getting some of the ribbing. So there's so many colors. I'm just going to pull a couple of them out. This is the Pebble. I think this is the Pebble Gray. This is Pebble Gray color 676. And just so you can see, like, look at this. Look at how heavy and squishy this is. It's so good. I love it so much. I just want to squish this all day. And you can probably see just by looking at it from the side, like you can see the thickness on this fabric. It is so cozy. It is so cozy. Like, does remind me of a scuba. It's not a scuba, but that's kind of the thickness that we're getting here. Really fantastic. I was really sad to see that this was only a special collection. I hope that they will bring this back, because so whatever we have, like, we bought the entire collection, we bought all the colors and all the ribbing. I do hope that they decide that this was popular enough that they'll bring it back. But so for now, whatever we have is what we have, and I cannot reorder that. So the stretch, like, it doesn't have a ton of stretch because it is super brushed. So it has maybe about 20-30%, but is totally enough for joggers or anything that's not super fitted. or if you have a zipper in the front. So it has a lot of stretch to move around in. So something like this, we don't need more stretch. So do be mindful of that. That's also why I would always recommend getting the ribbing, because this will just not cut it for a cuff, like on a leg. You're not going to get your heel through it. And another color. Like, look at all of these gorgeous colors. There's this beautiful green, super nice green, and I double checked, all of the ribbings do match really nicely. There's a beautiful teal and there's purples, so many colors. This entire bin is just full of that because it's super, super cozy. So now we're going to get to this. This jacket is I made last year, and it is, if you want to know the details on the pattern and everything, if you go to the website mimifabrics.ca and you go to the Mimi Maker inspirations and the sewing inspirations, it's in there. We did list it in there, and it'll have the fabrics, the pattern, the everything, all of the details that she used in there. And this fabric was insanely popular and sold out really, really quick. So they did release the same fabric, just with a different quilt pattern. So this one just had the dashes. So the new one this year has it has letters and numbers. It has letters and numbers. You can see this. It's pretty cool. Really like that. And this fabric is lined. So it is lined, so you wouldn't have to line it if you don't want to. His side did put a really, really fun lining in here. But if you have a pattern that requires a fabric that's already lined, then this is it. So they all have black lining, and then they all have this this quilting with the letters. So there's 3 colors, I think. So this is the lime. Then there's that purple again. So exact same purple, just with the letters. And then we have a pewter. I'm just trying to see. I think those are the 3 colors that came in. Really fantastic. With this one, we do recommend using a Teflon foot. If you don't have one, we do have them in store, so they will fit most standard machines. If you're not sure, just let us know. It definitely fits all of the low shank baby locks, and it will just glide way more smoothly. There's also Teflon feet for your sergers if you're sewing with your serger, just because it makes the experience much better. Also great for bags, by the way. Super awesome for bags. I see that all over Europe right now is like the quilted fabrics in the bags, in the crossbody bags, and the fanny packs, super popular. Then this one, hold on, I will actually, I'll start with this one. Also quilted jacket fabric. And I also didn't remember this special thing that we picked up. So at first glance, looks just like your plain quilted metallic fabric. But this one has a secret. This one's lined, but it's lined with fleece. So this is lined with like a really, really nice, like a teddy fleece, so like a slightly higher pile. So absolutely fantastic. This one, definitely don't line it, because this is so cute. Like, it would also be nice in an aviator hat. Great for jackets, vests like this, or even if you haven't made it yet, the Berger vest by Atelier Skemit. That would be a great one, because you just do, that one actually calls for a lining. You could make it, you just could cut it single and don't do all of the facing stuff. So basically just make a jacket and then just put bias tape around it. Bias tape, fold over elastic around the edges. That's all you need, and you're done. 2 colors of this one in the store tomorrow. This copper, and then the other one was a metallic blue. Those are the 2 that came for this. And then we have another really pretty one. Oh, finally, all of these quilted jacket fabrics. This one, slightly on the thinner side. It's quilted in a heart shape. And then it has like these rainbow foil stars on it. And it has a lining in a dark blue. So this would be great for a transition jacket, or if you're adding lining to it, because this is not super thick. So you could add a lining to it if you wanted to. So depends on what you want to do. We'll make a really nice jacket. And then my favorite, and I realized the picture wasn't showing, so I'm trying to fix that right now. So this is going to be a real surprise for all of you. And again, I'm going to give you guys dibs on that, but I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it. This is so many things. Number one, leopard. Mimi loves it. Number two, it is a velvet. It is a velvet. Look at it. Look at it. And it's shiny and it's sparkly, or like it looks sparkly. There's no metallics in it. But look at this. I absolutely adore this. And I need it. I want it in my life. But again, I will give you this weekend for first dibs. And then I'm calling it. I'm calling all of the leopards for myself. And this one, again, quilted with a lining to it, will make a great vest like this to wear with some other basics. So you could, that's what I like about things like this. You can make something like a very basic, simple vest. Doesn't have to be as extravagant as this. And then you can wear this, because the print is so extravagant, with some basic sweaters or like a long coat. So many things, so many things, so many ideas. I think for the fabrics, I've covered it today. Now just want to quickly get into the yarns. And again, so fun. This was probably one of my favorites that I've seen at the show in the spring. So this one's called Basta. Look at it. It has like really long, it has like a faux fur look when it's knitted up, and I haven't knitted it yet, but I have big plans to do so. This one's a 50-50, 50 virgin merino and 50 poly, and so soft and cozy. Like, so this would also be nice if you wanted to do, if you like crocheting or knitting stuffed animals. I've seen really nice pillows made out of this, which is really nice in the Lana Grossa home collection. So if you go to the Lana Grossa page and just type in Basta, you'll see all of the patterns for Basta, and you'll see the nice pillows that they have as well. And like, this is like a nice icy blue and this beautiful green. I think I have a sample in the green that Courtney knitted up, and these ones. So these are all the fluffy Basta yarn, and we have 4 patterns on special this week. Number one, something really nice and simple and cozy. And look at this, like, look how wonderful this looks together. And now I realize I never listed these, so I'm like, I just got the translation for those. Oh my god. So I will get on this. I will make sure that these are listed, and if they're not by tomorrow, just message me which one you liked and I'll put it together. So this one will be made with the Basta and the Cool Merino Big. The Brigitte number 2 is not a yarn that we have, and I think, I don't know if this is going to be discontinued. That's probably why, but we do have the Cool Merino Big and the Basta, and this is knitted with 2 yarns held together, and this is really, really fun. Next up, this was my favorite. I saw this in real life, and this is absolutely fantastic. And again, this one is with Basta, and here it's with Alta Moda Alpaca. This is not one that we have, so I will replace this with something of similar weight, so that you can recreate that and that same sweater, because we have other alpaca yarns and merino yarns that are similar to that. So it'll be I'll substitute that for you. And oh yeah, and the little short jacket, like a little cardigan. I feel like this is something I would just wear like with like not buttoned. Would be super cute for just, you know, throwing over your other things, like your little striped top that you have. And then, you know, I think that would be really nice together. And then here's my favorite. I just realized that these stuck together. That's my favorite. I think that's the one when I get to this yarn to knit up, that's probably the one that I'll be making, but I'm not sure yet. So this is the striped sweater in Basta and Cool Merino Big. So that should be a really quick knit, because the Cool Merino Big is pretty chunky, and I just love the look of this. So I don't think we have, is that this color? It could be. I think this could be the color. And then, but it'll also be nice in the other color. So if you're more of a, if you like the caramelly colors, like this would be a really nice one. This with a black maybe would be cute. Or if you like the olivey colors, I think this would be really nice. And I think this together with the white would look really beautiful as well. And if you like the deeper greens, I think this would be also fantastic. This one, even together with like another beautiful green or blue, I think would be really nice. And then this icy blue works with so many things. All right, so I will try and get these up in time. Again, if for some reason I do not, you can always contact us with any patterns that you like and you want a bundle made. Just go to the Lana Grossa website and browse all of the patterns there. There's like thousands of patterns. Can't list them all. It takes so much time to get them all up, but we can get them all ready for you. So make sure to also look at the patterns there. So thank you so much for watching. Also watch out for the Instagram today. I am finishing a hat that I made with the confetti, and I will show off that later today to give you more inspiration, of course. And all of these beauties will be available for you tomorrow, Friday, November 1st. Can't believe it's already November. 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and our newsletter will alert you to all of these goodies and send you all the links to the pretty things. If you're not signed up for the newsletter, go do it right now. It's in the description of the video. And thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you next week, Thursday, because guess what? There's more stuff. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend and happy sewing and knitting and crocheting and making